Hey y'all, what's good? Katie here. It's April 4th, 2025. I'm recording this in Austin, Texas. So I'm curious what somatic means to you. It's getting thrown around a lot lately. And that could be a good thing. But like any word that starts getting used more and buzzing around a lot, it can lose its meaning also. I feel that way about the word authentic. It's like, what does it even mean anymore? Or even yoga. Man. And maybe there's a little like cynicism masking a little sadness there for me. Because I also love words. Yeah. This isn't about yoga anyways. Well, maybe it is. So it's about somatic because someone I know today at the yoga studio, I told them I'm reducing my classes down. And like, oh no, why? I'm like, well, I'm not like disappearing. It's like there's this other stuff I prefer to teach, like come to my somatic classes. And he's like, oh no. I do not do somatic stuff. Huh. What does that mean to you? And so I've seen a little of it in videos and it's actually upset me. But we all have our different healing journeys and paths, and maybe it works for some people, but he did something that was like at a yoga studio, and I think it was called somatic breath work or something. And it's like this idea of like, it's like almost like people exercising, like an exorcism, like exercising their traumas, like their deepest, darkest wounds, like this idea that you can just like go to a class, I guess, or a workshop, like a one-day thing, and just like dive in. And again, maybe that really works for some people. But like what he, obviously didn't work for him. Obviously, when I see that sort of stuff, like something in my whole body and system, like contracts and shrinks. Like I wouldn't want to be in that room. Oh my God. Just all of us like laying down. There's like just a facilitator in the room. And it's like, oh my God, it's just re-traumatizing. How is that trauma healing? How is that somatic therapy? Fucking with your breath and then... But for some people, again, I haven't done it. So if you have and it works for you, let me know. I'd love to hear. But that's not the kind of somatic stuff I'm talking about that I offer, that I teach. It's not at all what biodynamic craniosacral therapy is like. That's where maybe support presence comes in, and the body can start to actually discharge and sort of tremble it off like you see wild animals do, like deer, all sorts of wild animals. We are wild animals as well. We've just gotten so civilized that, there's kind of been a cultural amnesia and forgetting of like how to let the body do that. So trauma is too much too fast. Sometimes it's too little too late in regards to neglect. But either way, somatic healing, this more body-oriented healing, in my opinion, is done by like slow and steady, very, very titrated, pendulated, right? Like somatic experiencing, they're all about titration. You pendulate. You just take a little sip of whatever maybe that sensation is of that survival energy from that story. The body has a memory of everything we've ever been through. You just get a little taste of it, and then you pendulate to not that, to a resource, to where do you feel most okay right now. So it's not diving head first into the deep end, unless there is enough resource and support, and your nervous system capacity has been built up wide enough where you're capable to like dive in and be present with all that. And that takes time too. So maybe the folks who go to these things, maybe a lot of them, I don't know, I'm still skeptical. But yeah, so I just wanted to clarify, differentiate. What I offer is slow. It's about building one's capacity, one's window of presence, how much you can be present with slowly in your own way. And of course, like if voice wants to come through, right? If tears want to come through, if trembling wants to happen, if heat wants to move, there's different ways our body can tell its stories and let that energy move to complete itself. But there's something different, I feel, about some of these somatic, workshop-y things. I've never been to like an ayahuasca ceremony. I wonder if it's like that. And apparently that like really does it for some folks. So yeah, these are my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Let it go in one ear, out the other, if you wish. But something I will add about the word somatic, to circle back to, what does somatic mean to you? And what's the etymology? Is that the right word? Let's just go with it. So soma in Greek is body. Soma in Sanskrit, I think, is moon. I like that. And then in Vedic understanding, right, like ancient Indian texts, soma refers to the nectar of peace that naturally secretes in our heads when we meditate. The bliss of all existence, soma. Is this CSF? Is this cerebral spinal fluid? Is this the cerebral spinal fluid that flows between our cranium and our sacrum, craniosacral, and bathes our brain? Is this like the stepping down of pure energy into denser forms of matter, from energy to from intention to form, from formless to form, stepping down, stepping down, ether, air, fire, water, earth, fluid. We have these fluid bodies. We're like 70 or 80% water. Now I'm getting into it, like let's go into the quantum realm. Let's go. How stationary and static are any of us? How fluid and shiftable and changeable are we? and what is possible there too. Just in that curiosity. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for listening. Would love to hear from you if you have anything to share.